Good morning. You can't just pretend to be asleep every time I come by. I'm not going to fall for it. Come on, sweetie. Up you get. It's almost noon. This isn't good for you. You can get up yourself, or I can drag you out of bed. Your choice. I'm not letting you sit in the dark all day. That's what I thought. Oh, hon, you look so tired. Did you stay up late again? I told you, you need to stop doing that. If you just let me help you get to sleep, I'm sure you'd feel so much better. Less cranky, for sure. Oh, that's very kind of you. Look, I know you're having a hard time adjusting to your new home, but you don't have to take it out on me. I'm just trying to take care of you, honey. You keep this sad little routine up, and you'll bore us both to death. Will you get up if I tell you I brought you your favorite food? I even made hot chocolate. Nothing. Fine. Just stay there, I guess. My sad little sweetheart. Okay, hon. I didn't want to do this, but I guess if it would help you perk up, how about we play a little game together? A wager. If you win, I'll let you go. Yes, I mean it. You think I'm having fun watching you waste away, forcing you to eat and get out of bed every day? I'll take anything else over more of your tears. If I'd known you'd be this sensitive when I first brought you here, I would have worked harder on conditioning you first. I hate seeing you sad, honey. But, if you'd just let me, I could just take all those bad feelings away. I could make you feel safe and fuzzy again. All you have to do is let me whisper in your ears and help you relax. All right. No need to cover your ears. Jeez. You used to like it when I hypnotized you. You were so agreeable when I asked you if you wanted to come home with me. And it felt so good, didn't it? What happened to that? I didn't kidnap you. I just guided you to somewhere better. You haven't had to worry about anything since you came to live with me. I even brought all your favorite things with you. Look, I promise you would feel so much better if you just stopped spending all day in bed and started taking advantage of everything I'm offering you. I care about you so much, and I just want to take care of you. All you have to do is let me. Well, since you insist on being stubborn, here's my offer. Win my little bet, and you can walk right out the front door. I won't say a word to stop you, and you'll never see me again. But if you lose, you have to stop sulking. You have to stop crying over your sad old life and really try to adjust to this place, to me. You have to give us a real shot. Sound fair, sweetheart? You want to know the game first, huh? That's understandable. Lucky for you, it's very simple. I'm going to try to hypnotize you again. Right now. No cheating, no sneaky wordplay. I just told you what I'm going to do anyways, so it's not like I can trick you into it. And all you have to do is not go under. That's all. And if you're that sure you can resist me, it should be easy, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with giving it a try. Well, I guess you don't have any guarantee that I'm telling the truth. Just like I have no idea if you'll hold up your end of the bargain when I win. But it's gotta be worth a shot, right? I mean, you have nothing to lose. Oh, I'm very confident. You might think you know what you want, but really, you're just being stubborn. And I get it. Change is hard. But you'll soon come to realize what your heart already knows. You belong here, with me, in my arms. If you're so sure you'll win, let's find out together. Why don't we? Oh, you don't have to do anything special. You can stay right there. I'm just going to keep talking like this, and all you have to do is try to keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, and I'll know you're still awake and not in trance. Keep them open long enough, and you win our little game. Keep them open, and you can go free. Easy enough, isn't it? Good. You can blink, of course. Don't forget to do that. And you do need to pay attention. It's not a fair challenge if you try to ignore me, is it? Not that you have anywhere to go, anyways. So, you have to listen. But it's up to you whether or not you obey. At least, you hope it is, don't you? I suppose we're about to see. You could just give in, of course. You could close your eyes and let yourself relax and slip into trance in a single moment. But you won't, will you? You don't want to make it too easy for me. You've got to at least try to give me a challenge, or I'll be bored, and then it'll all be over. So, you're going to keep your eyes open, you're going to focus, and you're going to resist, aren't you? That's right. I like seeing you so determined. You're really giving this your all, aren't you? Of course. Just because you can't close your eyes doesn't mean you can't listen. You're only trying to keep from going into trance, that's all. So it's not going to hurt you to notice my voice. How soft it is. How warm. How gentle. Even when I'm not hypnotizing you, it can be nice to hear me just whisper in your ears. It doesn't mean anything, really. Not yet. It's just nice, peaceful, maybe even a little calming. I'm going to have to try harder than that, huh? That's fine. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. But it's funny, isn't it? I mean, you want to succeed. You want to keep resisting me until I give up. Until I concede to your superior will. It's what you've been saying this whole time. To me. To yourself. So it must be true. But here's the thing. Some part of you, however small, also wants to lose. Because the reward for losing is so much sweeter, so much better, so much more tempting. Are you confused? I mean, focus, honey. Really think about it. If you stay awake, you leave, and then what? You go back to your old life, where you had to work to survive, and no one appreciates you. Where you're lonely and purposeless. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like something I would choose. No, if it were me, I'd let myself relax. I'd let myself sink and melt, because it feels so soothing to be wrapped up in my velvety voice and have all your worries gently wiped away, because it feels so right to be quiet and still and comforted, to be controlled. You know it does, even if you'll never admit it. And that's why you're going to drop so deep for me. Because you like the feeling of being hypnotized too much to possibly resist it. Careful, hon. Your eyes are starting to flutter. You need to keep them open, remember? I know they're heavy, but you're supposed to be resisting me. You can't stop focusing on that. Otherwise, you might fall into a trance. And you don't want that, do you? You don't want me to hypnotize you and make you feel so good, right? I'm starting to think you might not know what you want. No, you're right. I can't trick you, can I? You're simply too determined, too focused. I mean, it's all you're thinking about, isn't it? You're using all of your energy to listen closely to my voice and keep from simply melting for me. You have to, because it's so difficult. And it would be easier to not have to worry about resisting, or not resisting, or melting, or not melting. It would be easier to just listen, wouldn't it? But no, you need to resist. You told me you would, after all. So go on. Try to fight me. Fight my control as long as you can, until you're too exhausted to fight anymore. Until you can't help but sink into that soft, pleasant darkness. It'll feel so much better when you fall, knowing that you struggled so hard and still lost, that you're powerless against me. Against my voice. How can I sound so sure? Well, honey, you're already slipping. Oh, sweetheart, did you even notice? I certainly did. I mean, look how relaxed you are. You're breathing so slow and deep. And you're not fidgeting so much anymore. All that tension in your neck, your back, your shoulders. It's just melting away. You're just melting away, aren't you? So cute. You're trying so hard to stay alert, but that dazed, glassy look is still entering your eyes. You're trying not to, but you are sinking into hypnosis. And you're going to keep sinking, because when you hear my voice, you don't have a choice. It's classical conditioning, hon. Unconscious learning. After all, you already know how to go into trance, don't you? It happens all the time. When you get absorbed into a book, when you space out on the highway, when you're in that state between asleep and awake. You know how to be hypnotized, and over time, you've come to associate my voice with that state. Every time you hear me whisper softly in your ears and fall into a daze, the connection grows stronger and stronger. Eventually, it's just automatic, subconscious. Eventually, you lose control of it. You're just conditioned. Try to keep your eyes open, honey. I know the rest of you is just so relaxed, but you have to keep them open. You have to resist. You need to resist. Right? But why are you resisting? Is it really because you want freedom that badly? Even if giving in would give you such sweet peace? And I know how badly you need that peace, that rest. You're so tired, and relief is right in front of you. All you have to do is take it. All you want to do is take it. But if that's true, then why? Oh, did you finally realize? You get it now. You're only resisting me because I told you to. I told you to stay awake, to keep your eyes open. And you listened, like the good little subject you are. So really, you've been obeying me the entire time, haven't you? You've been playing along whether you realized it or not. You can't help it. You can't help but to obey my commands, to obey my voice. It doesn't matter whether you're in trance or not, because you're totally, completely conditioned. You're helpless, and you can't help but admit that it feels good. But then, if you're only awake because I want you to be, if you've only been resisting because I told you to, what happens when I tell you to do something else? What happens when I tell you to sleep? Sleep. Sleep. Good girl. Oh, that's right. Just close your eyes and melt into that trance at last. Obey my voice and finally completely relax. Yes, that's it. It's all over now. No more fighting. No more resistance. You don't have any left, do you? You used all of it up, and now there's nothing you can do but melt into my arms. That's it, sweetheart. Melt for me into warm, safe sleep. That's a good girl. Deeply asleep now. Deeply hypnotized. Sinking deeper and deeper with every word. Deeper and deeper with every breath. That's it. No more confusion. No more worry. Only sleep. Obey. And sleep. You shouldn't feel too bad. This was a fun game. But really, it was over before it started. After all, you weren't just trying to resist me. You were trying to resist your own subconscious, your own need, deep down, to be taken care of, to feel good, to not have to make decisions for yourself. And against that desire, you're just helpless. But that's all right. Now, you're right where you need to be. Now, you understand that you belong to me, and I to you. That you are all mine. Say it, sweetheart. Say that you're mine. Good girl. I wish I didn't have to hypnotize you to be taken care of. But if that's what it takes, then that's what I'll do. Eventually, I won't have to remind you of how wonderful we are together, how much I care for you. You'll just know whether you're in trance or not. Yes, we're getting there. You're sinking faster and faster for me every time. But then, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about, do you? What's my secret, honey? This isn't the first time we've played this game. Not even close. And every time we do, you fall further. You melt even deeper into my control. Soon, I won't even have to make you forget about this time together. You'll just ask to be hypnotized. You'll want to belong to me. Always and forever. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to enjoy the process, after all. I just love turning you into my good girl. That's it. Sink deeper for me now. Sink into a deep, restful sleep. I'll be right here while you dream. I'll make sure your thoughts are only of me. And when you wake, you'll be just a little more mine. My sweetheart. My very good girl. So sleep